I got to do a video on this. We got this Bissell Steam Shot cleaner, which, there's the model number, which came with these different attachments. And the main reason, one of the main reasons we got it was to grout in our bathroom. Over the years, it's such a hard job to clean it, you know, using like Ajax or Comet or something and scrubbing it. And it came with this attachment, which appears to be specifically for the grout. And there's a little cup. You take the top off, you plug it in, you fill it up with water to this little, it gives you the amount that you're supposed to put in there. You can't overfill it. And there's also a warning, if you're going to refill it, you have to unplug it and let it cool off before you take this top off, because it's steam and it's pressurized. A little bit of common sense, but just a word of warning for that. It has this hose, which you don't have to use. You can plug the attachments directly in to the base here of the machine and have it work. It's a little easier with the hose. But we're going to do some grout and show what it does to grout. This is where my wife stands in front of the mirror and sprays hairspray. And as you can see, it makes the grout nasty. So we're going to try this. So you can see all the dirt coming up already. And this is so much quicker than using Ajax or Common and the scrub brush and making a big mess of the whole floor. So I'd say this is a win for this machine, just for this specific purpose alone, because every couple of years I have to get down here on my hands and knees and clean this grout, try to get it back to white. Never going to get it perfect, but as you can see, compared to a spot I didn't do, that it's noticeably lighter. That's acceptable to me. That's a big improvement. Do a little more here. Get this one real good. So yeah, I had my doubts. I thought this thing was going to be a gimmick. Works pretty good. So it looks like the refill procedure is you got to unplug it for a couple minutes. It's obviously very hot in there because it's making steam, and you just have to wait until all the pressure's out before you attempt to open that. You can even feel this is hot. So I think we got it all out. You gotta push this down and turn it. Now it does say to use distilled water. I would assume that the minerals in there are gonna affect the performance. I'm gonna get some distilled water, but I don't have any right now. So they give you this little fill cup. And this lasted, you know, they say don't overfill it. You know, only use what's in this cup. You can tell when you run out, it stops making steam. And I'd say it lasted, it did 2 shower doors and maybe a third of the bathroom. So maybe about 10 minutes, you know, give or take, 7 to 10 minutes of use, of constant use. And it didn't take long to warm it up. When you put the cap on, you got to you can't just screw it on light. You got to push it down and screw it to get a really good seal. Then you just plug it in, and the light comes on. Plug it in here. The light will come on. When the light goes off, it's hot enough, and then as you're using it and it's getting cooler, the light will come back on and keep heating it back up. But I gotta say, I'm kind of impressed with it. Little thing does pretty good. The tip I see already is use it like intermittently. You don't just want to go and do the whole floor in one shot, because you'll you'll deplete the heat, and then the light will come on and it's trying to heat it up. And what I have noticed is as the water gets lower, it's more efficient because there's less water for it to heat up. When you first start, you're going to do a little area, and then the light's going to come on and it's trying to catch up and heat up the water so you can have more steam, and you'll see less steam come out of it. But yeah, if you keep just doing a little section, then clean that section up and give it time to heat back up, and then tack another section, that seems to work the best.
For grout, this thing's a champ. There's some things that just didn't do real well. I wasn't impressed with how it went on the shower doors. Didn't really take the but I'm sure that many people have found many other uses where this thing is a champ. And if you're only going to buy it just for the grout, it works miracles on the grout. It's definitely worth it to buy it for the grout because it does that extremely well. So yeah, I'd recommend it. It does have its shortcomings, but